Got me falling right back.
Hello guys, and welcome back. Playing around with some of the new War of Sparks cards today. So, I'm not going to take up too much time. Decided to work on a boros aggro list, or a tempo list rather. Kind of a little bit of both. So we're running 2 Legions landings. We're running 4 Moment of Triumphs, 4 Take Hearts, 4 Ajani's Pridemates, 4 Tithe Takers. This is a new addition. 4 10th District Legionnaires. 3 Resplendent Angels, 2 Tajic Legion's Edge, 2 Feather the Redeemed, 2 Gideon Blackblades, 2 Aurelias, 2 Ajanis, and 1 God-Eternal Oketra. I think that's how you say it. So the purpose of this deck is basically to get our Resplendent Angels procced. We have a lot of ways to do that. So we have Feathered the Redeemer, combined with 10th District Legionnaires, which is an awesome combo. You can sit here and cast Moment of Triumph and Take Heart as many times as you would like until you run out of mana on them, and he gets bigger and bigger and bigger every time you do it. Now, if we throw down Gideon Blackblade and we use his lifelink ability and give a creature lifelink, it allows us to proc Resplendent Angels token generator pretty easily. And then we run God-Eternal Oketra to give us some top end and kind of close games out. And then we also run a Ajani, mainly for the +1/+1, or to bring back Tithe Takers, Ajani's Pridemates, or 10th Legion or 10th District Legionnaires. So there's kind of a lot going on with this deck, even though it may not look like it. But as I play the games, it'll make a little bit more sense. So I'll play a few so you can see it for yourself, and I hope you enjoy. So this hand doesn't look too bad. We have 3 2-drops, and we have our combo piece in hand. We're guessing we're up against mono red at this point. So haste creature it is. This guy probably has no idea what he's about to play against. So Ajani's Pridemate, we maybe can bait in a blocker and Moment of Triumph it. Opponent thinking hard about what he wants to do on this turn. Lightning Mare seems like a strange inclusion for a mono red deck, but what do I know? We'll see how it works out for him. I'm still kind of experimenting with this deck, so all my plays might not be perfect. I'm just kind of learning the ins and outs, trying out some new mechanics. So this game's kind of in a stalemate right now. He chooses to go face with his Fanatic Firebrand, which seems very strange to me. Although we may have telegraphed we have some combat tricks up our sleeves with our second turn play. So I'm figuring our opponent with 2 shocks in hand is going to kill both our creatures, but he goes for the lifelink token first, so we boost it. And again, and every time we're doing this, our Ajani's Pridemate is getting bigger, so that's good for us. We would like to hold those off for later in the game, but against mono red, you kind of gotta play your cards aggressively. And there's one of the new inclusions. So we'll give him lifelink, but we're not going to attack because we can't afford to lose him right now. So we will continue our stalemate, and we had to keep him back as a blocker also. And we draw the concede out of our opponent. So no 2-drop this time, but we have Faith we'll draw into it. And we don't. So we're punished for keeping it. Looks like we are up against a mono-white weenie deck right now. So we will Tithe Taker and hopefully bait in his Ajani's Pridemate, possibly. And we see a Gideon of our opponent's own. So it's kind of cool to see that, and I'm actually happy I'm running up against this guy because I want to know how to play against the card as well as play the card, so... We're going to block the 2-1 that can have flying later on because those become pretty pesky and we don't have any creature removal in this deck right now. Him attacking was probably a misplay. It cost him his Planeswalker. So Ajani on curve with 2 3/2s on the board, not bad. No attacks, we want to keep our Ajani alive a little bit longer. So this guy looks to be running a pretty standard mono-white weenie deck. As long as we can keep hitting our guys bigger every turn, we might be able to keep up with his ramp, his power and health ramp that he seems to be based around. Probably a misplay attacking right there. But I was really hoping to bait something in. So, Lyra, kind of on curve Lyra. Pretty much this guy has had a pretty perfect curve for a mono-white weenie deck, so if we win this, it'll be quite the feat. We know we have another Ajani in hand, so we kind of want to attack with everything and bait some blockers in. We know his Lyra is going to block something, so we have a combat trick up our sleeve to take care of it. He fell right into the trap we wanted him to. So we're playing on our back foot right now. Our opponent had a very aggressive start. There's absolutely no point in attacking. We can at least clear out one of his attackers if he decides to attack with everything. Game's not looking too good for us, but I want to stick with it to see if this deck has any comeback potential. So we'll attack the Planeswalker. He's got to chump it with something. We also have a Aurelia out, which can have Vigilance and +3/+0, so we will be getting some damage in, and we draw the concede out of our opponent. Don't know if he should have conceded. He had a very strong start. He might have been able to draw into something to turn the tide farther in his favor. But maybe he's in a hurry and he's just trying to get through some games. a Gruul list, so this is pretty cool. It's always fun playing when a new set releases. You get to see a bunch of new cards and see how they all interact and work. I'm not going to play the combat trick on him yet because we're waiting for our opponent to use a removal spell on him like that. We'll drop Tajic down to get some damage through. So if that way, if he kills it, at least it got some value. At least I got some value out of the card. If I dropped Resplendent and he killed Resplendent, I would have gotten 0 value out of Resplendent. So it looks like I made the correct play. Right here, we're going to go wide rather than playing the Resplendent because this guy seems to have a lot of 3 damage removal in his deck. Land is just what we wanted to see. So now we just start the token generating train. Although he will be able to chump block our 4/4 each turn. Seeing him draw land on that turn is very good for us, especially considering we just drew one. Carnage Tyrant, a little late for our opponent though.
Spirit of things, we lose our sight when we put our trust in things of this material world, where things fade away.
Servers have been pretty laggy today on this game. I would imagine there's a huge influx of players playing right now. And that'll be the game. We'll hop into one more. Hopefully I can get through more of my deck and see some more of the mechanics working. So no removal from our opponent on that card is going to net us getting a lot of damage through on third turn. Fountain of Renewal, probably a little slow for what we're trying to accomplish. We may have a board clear next turn, let's see. Lich will not be enough, and we will take that game. Thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're all having fun playing with the War of the Spark expansion. Until next time, enjoy life.